What's up, everybody? Going to go back through these models again today. I got the college results yesterday. Here, I got the 13 to 21 for the money lines were correct. Some of them were incorrect, had the spreads correct. Other ones that were correct on money line missed the spread. So didn't go through all of those, but about 62% on the money lines for the college yesterday. On NBA, pretty good day. Day 7 predictions were all correct. Detroit Cleveland actually went into overtime at 114. So the score predictions were pretty good on that, even with Cleveland having a lot of people out. That was the only one that missed on the model pick. It did flip day 7, but most of the week was on Cleveland. On the NHL, day 2, because with the break, I didn't have more days going on. But day 2 got 3 of the 4. If you went with the model pick, missed Vegas instead of Washington. That one had flipped, but it was slightly still a larger spread on Vegas this day than it was on this day. So that's what happened yesterday. And now, if you want to get into today's games, we got the NHL here. They are ordered in confidence. Got the predictions here for scores. NHL is a little trickier on scores because there's only 2 to 3, sometimes 4, maybe 5 goals in a game. So predictions normally lie around that 3 point range. If you see something a little bit larger than that, a little bit smaller than that, it means it's favoring the team a little bit more. On the NBA, there's only 5 games again today. We do have, looks like everything agrees except for this bottom game. It did flip from Utah to New Orleans on that game. Everything else did stay the same on day 7. Again, ordered from confidence highest to lowest. The volatility percentage is so if the scores are changing quite a bit, it'll be a higher number here. It means the models maybe not as confident, or the teams are just changing a little bit more from game to game. More consistent teams will have a lower number here. A lot of lower scoring games tend to have lower numbers just because there's not as much of a percentage fluctuation in those games. And then we have college. College today, let's see, we have 143 games, it looks like. So I will start up here. If there's any point where you see a game you want, you can pause the video. But we got Houston as the number 1 pick. It likes them by about 19 points. Duke down here over Virginia. It loves Duke today, about 17 points. I think the spread last I saw was right around 10 points. So the model's loving Duke to cover that spread. Virginia is a pretty good team. So that's a very large number, but it doesn't normally predict Duke up that high. And I'm pretty surprised that it has them there. So it might be a good look. VCU, Chattanooga, UConn here, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State. Cincinnati should be able to beat them. We got Florida, Arkansas here. So these are 7 days of predictions. I run it every day just to see what the movement is doing. So day to day is not normally too big. As you see here, zero point 0.2 on Florida, 0.5 on Arkansas. But over the course of the week, it can change a little bit more. Arkansas's points went up almost 2 points. Florida's went up a little bit. So depending on what the over is on that one, it is trending in an over direction. If the line is within this range of what it is for the week. So keep going down here a little bit more. Like I said, if you see any games that you like, you can pause the video. If you want me to go live and would like me to talk through some of this model stuff with you, or just go through more of the models that I have, some of the props, things of that sort, go ahead and hit subscribe. I can't go live yet. I would like to. I think that's the best way to get some of this information out, especially with so many games. I can't go through and look at all of this stuff. I know it's sometimes a little confusing to people that don't look at a lot of spreadsheets or a lot of data or whatever. But I think there is a lot of useful stuff in here. So if you hit subscribe, if I can just get up to that 50, I'll try to go live for you guys and see what all we can find each day. Baseball season's coming up. There's going to be tons of stuff coming for baseball, of course. Games every day, like 15 games every single day for over 100 days, like 162 games in the regular season. So if that is information, stuff that you're looking for baseball, or if you want some of this basketball, college basketball for the tournament, things of that sort, just try to help me out. Hit that subscribe button, get me up to 50, and I'll do what I can to help you out. We got NC State, Notre Dame here. So there's still bigger games through here. As you go down, the confidence is going to go down. A lot of times the volatility will go up a little bit. Doesn't seem to be anything too crazy here. Lean percentage will go down, obviously. If confidence is going down, the lean is going to go down because it's not as sure about those teams. So you got BYU, West Virginia down here. A lot of smaller conferences: UMBC, UMass Mole or Lowell, Alabama A&M, Alabama State. I can tell you a lot of these games are very, very tricky. I I tend to stay away from the smaller conferences just because you just don't know what you're going to get. A star player gets hurt, star player gets in foul trouble, just has an off night, something like that. They don't have as much backup to pull them through in those games. So if that happens on a team that you're betting against, then that's good for you. But if that happens to the team that you go for, obviously that can hurt. So that is all 143 games. Montana over Portland State is the lowest confidence game. As you can see, it started on Montana, flipped to Portland State, back to Montana, ended up on Portland State today. So it's flipped 3 times. Confidence is not very high. It's still leaning Montana, but that lean is under 50. So really, it's saying it's a 50-50 game. Not having too much confidence in that. Not too much in the American Boston. Multiple flips there. Oh, right here. 4 flips on some of these games. So definitely want to check out the flips. You want something that's going to be going all in the same direction. The spread's getting larger or getting smaller, depending on if you're going for the underdog. Total's getting larger, getting smaller, depending on if you're going for the over or the under. Look at the trends, things like that. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to you. I know some of these games are starting soon, but got games going all day for this. So let me know if I can help you out. Hit that subscribe button if you want this information every day, and I'll see you tomorrow.